We have another pretty heated debate here in Parliament during question period today as the Conservatives again go off on the Liberals today. I think they're having a pretty good day today, actually. It looks like they're really on their toes, calling out the Liberals for their corruption and their ridiculous overspending, etc., etc., etc. So we're going to have a look here at this. Now, before we do, please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really does help grow the channel. And I appreciate you guys so much for doing that for me. So let's take a look, and we'll talk about it after like usual.
The Honourable Member for Calgary East.
Justin Trudeau tried to make groceries the most expensive in Canadian history. This Prime Minister said, "Hold my champagne." In August, food inflation outpaced overall inflation by 84%. And now the Parliamentary Budget Officer said the deficit could soar to $70 billion. It's these Liberal deficits that fuel the inflation tax that made grocery prices go up. Why is this Prime Minister so obsessed with making grocery prices more expensive than Justin Trudeau did?
Yeah, that's a great question, especially considering Mark Carney said that he would be judged at the grocery store, or for the food prices at the grocery store, rather. And things are still getting worse. Prices are still going up. It's absolutely ridiculous. 6 months, not a single improvement, not one.
The Honourable Minister of Jobs and Families.
Mr. Speaker, the school nutrition program is saving Canadian families on average $800 a year in food costs, Mr. Speaker, and that's just one example of the work that we've been doing to ensure that Canadians have an affordable quality of life. Mr. Speaker, the dental care plan in my riding is changing the lives of small business owners and artists who have gone for many years without dental care and who just for the very first time have been able to access affordable dental care. That's the kind of support that families expect, and that's what they get with the Liberal government.
The Honourable Member for Calgary East.
That food program is feeding bureaucracy and not kids. This finance minister made a grand show, said he was going to haul in all the grocery store CEOs and tell them what was on his mind and say, "Hey, buddy, you better lower the grocery prices or else." Then he doubled the deficit, making inflation go up, making food prices soar, and sending 2 million Canadians into a food bank. Why doesn't this finance minister haul in the real inflation culprit, the guy that sits beside him, the so-called budget expert, tell him to stop ballooning the deficit so food prices can actually come down?
Absolutely.
The Honourable Minister of Jobs and Families.
Well, Mr. Speaker, if they won't believe us, maybe they will believe an actual kid. A grade 7 kid actually said this: "An investment in healthy school food is a good idea because the healthier the kids, the healthier the society. School food matters to me."
First of all, I'll take things that didn't happen for 500, Alex. This literally sounded like she just made it up. That's why she's reading it off of her phone. Why didn't you get an actual testimony? You'll have this kid make a video at the time when you were speaking to him, with you standing right beside him. Nope, they didn't want to do that. But here's a text that's supposedly from a grade 7 student. Yeah, that didn't happen.
Excuse me. Please, colleagues. I would like to hear what that 12-year-old had to say as well. So from the top, please.
Speaker, when a grade 7...
Please. Colleagues.
Yeah, they won't stop heckling her.
A moment, Minister.
Well, that's what happens when you say stupid things.
I can't hear you. We're going to start from the top on that, so go ahead, please.
Well, Mr. Speaker, let's start with the voice of a child, advocating for other children in this country. This is what this grade 7 Canadian young person said: "An investment in healthy school food is a good idea because the healthier the kids, the healthier the society. School food matters to me because kids should be healthy." And you know what, Mr. Speaker, I'm so proud of that empathetic grade 7 student who knows that young people in schools deserve the best chance at success. It's more than I can say for these Conservatives who are actually laughing at the compassion of children in our...
No, that's not what they're laughing at. They're laughing at you because you're an idiot. And this isn't the first time you've shown how stupid you are in Parliament.
country.
Soros.
That minister is so out of touch because she doesn't understand that those kids still are hungry every evening and every weekend and every summer holiday because their parents can't afford to put food on the table because of this Liberal government's inflationary deficits that are driving up food costs 48% faster in Canada than in the United States since this Prime Minister took office. The Prime Minister asked to be judged by the cost at the grocery store, and we're well past Judgment Day. Money printing deficits plus record high food bank use plus Canadians skipping meals equal an F for this Liberal government. Will the Liberals vote for our Conservative motion to cut their inflationary taxes on food prices for Canadians today?
And that's what you need to happen, so that parents can feed their own kids instead of the government saying, oh, don't worry, we'll feed them sometimes, once in a while, and not all of them. They're only feeding some of them anyway. Like, it's so crazy.
The Honourable Government House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we just witnessed something pretty shocking in this House.
Yep.
We had first the finance critic for the Conservatives stand up and say we are creating bureaucracies rather than feeding children. Well, I would like him to come to the elementary school where I help serve breakfast to young kids and show him the yogurt and the orange slices and the eggs that are handed out to those children every day. And to this member, no, we won't vote for their motion. We are going to be busy over here putting in place supports for Canadians that he will vote against.
If they were putting in policies that supported Canadians, why are Canadians suffering so much? There's some food for thought.
The Honourable Member for Richmond-Arthabaska. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Prime Minister said that Canadians can judge him by costs at the grocery store. The PBO has revealed that the deficit will be double that was promised 6 months ago. The Prime Minister, globetrotting Prime Minister, has said that every dollar he spends comes out of the pockets of Canadians. And the Prime Minister, does he realize that these broken promises, by doubling the deficit, will make grocery prices skyrocket? The Honourable Government House Leader, Mr. Speaker, since the question of food at schools, is being studied today, I'd like to ask my colleague to remember that the Quebec Breakfast Club, it was an excellent organization that goes out to schools, provides oranges, yogurt, eggs, waffles, and sometimes we could invite them to see the member to see what the impact on the ground is, to see how young people live at our schools. This is support that Canadians wish, and not just conservative rhetoric. The Honourable Member for Richmond-Arthabaska. Mr. Speaker, I have no lessons to learn from him. I have just established assistance for food in my school with friends, so I think he has no lessons to give. The Prime Minister told Canadians that they should judge him by cost at the grocery store. Unfortunately for him, it's a total failure. Beef is up 33%, soup 26%, coffee 22%. Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister has failed, as has his team. It's the same Liberal team. Will the Prime Minister make a respectful budget?
Now, we don't need to hear Steve McKinnon go off again because he's such an idiot. And that's the thing, right? Mark Carney literally said, I will be judged by the prices at the grocery store. And now that the prices are continuing to go up, all they want to do is talk about how they fed kids breakfast for one day. Again, they need lunch and they need dinner. They need to be fed during March break, Christmas break, weekends, the summer break. Where's the support for them then? They don't get it. It's just more crumbs off the table. Will they steal our tax money, send it to other countries, spend it irresponsibly? And what do we get? Flat out nothing.